who's gonna win this game. We got Lou backstage. He gonna definitely give y'all more of a rundown. But when I cut this game on, I said, "Oh, it's tied." I seen Otani go up. I said, "Oh, it's about to be over." Next thing you know, I look up 10 innings later, like they still playing.
Yeah,
I said the pressure got to be mounting at this point.
that's
It
crazy.
got to be mounting with every out. It's just like somebody has to do it. Every time the ball went back past, like went into the outfield, I know they were just like, "You better not drop that ball. You better not drop that ball." And we're not gonna drop the ball. We're gonna get Lou up here to tell us how he felt about that
Thank you, guys. Oh, long night, long night.
Woo. Yeah, that was crazy. That was historic.
Man,
game.
oh man.
The first
Welcome.
time, welcome. The first time we had you on here, last time we had you on here, not the first time. You're a reoccurring guest now. Shout out to you for showing up and giving us the breakdown. But
Thank you.
I think you said the game was going to end 5-3. I went back and watched the episode. You didn't give us a series prediction because you're like, you know what, we got this. But after being a part of history, tell us what you thought about that walk off 6-5 18 inning game.
Oh man. Well, first of all the haters that said Dodgers bullpen ain't good.
Yeah, it's
How
good.
we looking now? How we looking now? Against the number one offense to shut them down. Forget the 9 innings in extras. I think 3 more innings. So I think it was like 12 innings. The Blue Jays ain't do nothing. Even have a runner in second. They never even reached second till like the 18th inning. They haven't had a runner. But watching that game, I wish I could say it's like, yo, this is the first time I've seen. Nah, unfortunately, this isn't the first time I've seen an 18 inning game as a Dodger fan in the World Series because we faced the Red Sox in 2018 and we did the same exact thing. I will say though, this one I don't know why, but this one I had more like pressure. Like I was locked into every pitch, and I'm telling you, every pitch. It's like people say baseball can get boring. Nah, not when your team is in an 18 inning game in the World Series and
That's
it's
crazy.
2 in the morning. I lost track of time. I didn't even look at the time. After every inning, man, I collapsed on my bed, like staring at the ceiling, like, yeah, it's still not over, man. It's still not over. Then it comes back, and I'm on the TV like, yo, come on, get a hit, get an out, don't make a mistake. Like, so, like you said, it's like don't make an error, don't drop the ball, don't do anything that can ruin this. Make your plays, make your pitch, and I was just dead nervous throughout the whole 18 innings. Not even like a little break of like, you know what, we're gonna get through this. We're gonna go to the bottom of the 12th, bottom of the 13th. Nah, it was just like, one mistake can ruin this game, and thankfully we pulled it off. And hopefully we don't do that again.
That was crazy. Hey, real quick, Tomo, let me respond to this.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So we have a network for Nico Dobbs. Nico Dobbs.
I like that name.
Rico Dobbs. Nico, we got a network of other shows on this network platform. We're not the fantasy football show, but tune in to FFC. He actually did an episode earlier today. So go ahead and check out that video. And he will be back tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. So come back to this on Twitch, same channel, and you will see him on there. So you had a question, Tomo, or
Oh no, I was letting you go. I was about to address that too, but you did. So go
oh
ahead.
you was okay. So crazy game. All right. Now, how do you this was my thought. So Teddy, you know Teddy, Mr. BWT on the platform, right? Baseball guy. He made a good point. So we have a baseball chat that I gotta add you to, Lou, by the way. I gotta add you to this baseball chat. And um it was when their manager he kept walking Otani, obviously. And then Teddy said, I knew he was gonna walk him because he walked Judge in April when the games really didn't matter. Obviously they matter, but it's in April. It's not the World Series. So if he's gonna walk somebody in April, he definitely ain't gonna let Otani come into that plate, right? To end the game. After he was basically perfect, I bet, right? Again. So, but when they walked Mookie Betts and put Freeman up there, I felt like that was a mistake because Mookie Betts was not delivering. They kept walking on Tony and he was not delivering. how did you feel? I know Freeman didn't deliver it then, but how did you feel at that moment when he walked Mookie Betts?
Uh, been through this like all year. It's like they walk Shohei. That's why he's in the number one spot, so that he could have Mookie and then Freddie like back to back. So just think of it this way:
That's crazy.
you're walking Otani, and your manager's saying, "I want to face 8-time All Star, former MVP, future Hall of Famer Mookie Betts instead of Shohei." Oh, nah. I'm gonna walk Mookie. I want to face 9-time All-Star, former MVP, future Hall of Famer Freddie Freeman instead. You know the respect you have to have
And
for
former walk-off hitter at the World Series from last year.
World Series MVPs, both of them. It's like, I'd rather face these two legends than Shohei Ohtani. Like, first of all, that in context, that's an insane thing to do.
And sorry to cut you off. I forgot who's after Freeman, but the one that's after Freeman is an all-time Dodgers hitter, right?
Yeah. Oh, it was Will Smith, who's the best catcher in baseball,
Okay.
bar none. He had the highest average out of all of them. He was the best hitter out of all of them. The three MVPs are great and all, but Will Smith, the one batting after them, the best, statistically, the best hitter out of all of them.
That's crazy.
So it's like there's no real break in the lineup until you reach like the 8-9 hole. But when I think about it, I'm like, I can't blame him. I understand the situation. I was like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's like you don't have an answer there. Like, do you want to pitch to Ohtani with the game on the line after he hit 2 home runs already? Hasn't gotten out since last December. This man keeps getting on base. But they gave him like a Barry Bonds treatment, and that says a lot. What I don't like though is he went on to the press conference and said he might walk him in the first inning to start the game, and I'm like, all right, you're kind of doing too much. It's like you don't want to pitch to him that bad. You rather have a runner on base to start the game, put pressure on your pitcher just to start the game. That is insane. And I'm like, at that point, you're being a coward. Like I won't call you a coward for walking them with the game on the line because anyone would probably do that. But like you're gonna walk them to start the game. That's kind of like, yeah, you're a coward. I was like, and all these Toronto fans chanting, "We don't need you," because he didn't choose Toronto in the free agency. Now you're seeing your manager scared to even pitch to him. It's like he's making y'all look bad. What are we doing here? It's like all this bravado, all this like we don't need Ohtani. We got the best hitter in Vladdy Jr. We're pitching to Vladdy. We're pitching to your best hitter. Wow. There wasn't in that bat. We didn't pitch to him. It's like, but again, if the game was on the line, I would understand if our manager walked Vladdy. But to start a game, like I don't understand that thought process because again, erase what happened yesterday. You still got 8-time All-Star Mookie, 9-time All-Star Freddie, and you're down in the series. Can you afford another early rally? And you're in Dodger Stadium. So they got the home field. Can you really afford a rally? I'd say you pitch to Ohtani, but have a better game plan because I think the second home run was middle on a first pitch that tied the game. And then everyone's like, oh, how can you pitch to him? How can you pitch to him? And I'm in my head like, yeah, you can pitch to him, just not in the middle. You can pitch to him. Why are you throwing the ball? Like even the broadcaster said it as soon as he hit it, center cut fastball. Like it couldn't have been a perfect hitter's pitch. And then everyone's complaining, why did you pitch to him? I'm like, yeah, you can pitch to him, just don't pitch him there.
It's a hard ball.
And speaking of that, just going off of him saying he's going to walk him, did you see when they panned to him at one point after he walked him the first time? He's like, no, just go. Just let him walk. Just let him walk. I'm like, bro, you already look like you gave up. It's kind of like when you see that and then you see who's next. And I'm like, well, I'd rather him at least attempt because these guys have been in this moment. I mean, I guess Ohtani have been in it before as well, but it's like these guys also, this is not pressure them also. It's like if it was Ohtani then me, I can understand it. It's like I'll walk him and then we're going to have Tomo come up next. You might get lucky. I ain't swung a bat in a while, but I'm just saying that do that and then have on the sideline to say, walk him. You know, that's a gift. You can't have that type of bravado going into the post conference and then coming back in LA. I mean, hey, like I said on the last episode, that's that Drake mentality, man.
But I was also gonna say it's like players can struggle. Hall of Famers, MVPs in baseball can struggle. What's crazy is if you're 3 for 10 in your career in baseball, you're a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
That means you only need to succeed 3 times out of 10 attempts. You're automatically a Hall of Famer in baseball. It's like, okay, Mookie can go 0-8. He just needs 1.
That's it.
And it was a long game, so they got the chances. And then what happened when Freddie got with? He hit the game-winning home run. It wasn't Ohtani that beat you. It was the other guy. And it's like, you're going to keep walking. You're going to eventually play with fire. And you're eventually going to make a mistake. And it's like, to start a game and just pretty much tell your team or your pitcher, I don't trust you, is... I wouldn't put that kind of confidence in my players. I need them to know we can beat them. We can handle them. We can do this.
Especially in the first
Like,
game.
we might not do it in the 9th when the game's on the line. We might not do it in the 10th when the game's on the line. First inning, I'm telling you, yo, my pitcher can handle this. And automatically, you're already telling them, I have no faith in you today, bro. You walk Ohtani. You're not facing him. That's like, like that mentality is going to affect your pitchers. It's going to affect your players. It's like our manager doesn't think we can get this guy. And we're facing 2 other all-stars after that. And one of them just won the game yesterday. It's like, it can be demoralizing, really. It's like, what do you want us to do?
Yeah, I agree.
What more do you want from me?
Like, I agree. You know, like, I understand the 9th inning, but coming out the gates doing that, that's showing that you have fear early in the game. That's not good. But I think the Blue Jays messed up. I forgot what inning was, and Teddy kept saying in the chat, the basement coach needs to be fired. He kept saying that. Like, it was one time when the Blue Jays almost was out and he didn't slide, but he should have slid, but he didn't. But he's still laying on base. And then it was. Oh,
you're talking about Muncy when he stretched out to grab the ground ball, and then he was running to the base. He almost was out because it was a smart play where he just like grabbed the grounder and stretched his leg out. The guy should have slid to third. And he was safe by an inch.
He was saying it was multiple times that happened. Like, even on Ohtani situation when his foot came off the base, he was out. But what killed them was when dude gambled and he gambled and tried to run home and he got caught.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was bad. David Schneider.
Yeah, that was bad.
I think when that happened, because they had momentum, they had guys on base, and when he did that just the crowd went crazy. And then like I feel like that was the Blue Jays' opportunity to win that game, but they got a little greedy. And it's funny because how the camera angles are when you're watching the game, how long it took for y'all to like get the ball and throw it. I thought he was gonna score, but when he threw it to home, he was like, he was nowhere near the home play. I was like, what are you saying?
Yeah, that was something that I thought before the series would benefit the Dodgers. Is the whole coaching staff as a whole has been there before, while the Blue Jays coaching staff hasn't. Yeah, Brandon. But you kind of when you're new, because this happened to Dave Roberts in 2017. And 2018, actually. It was his first World Series with the Dodgers, 2017, 2018, and he kept making mistakes with the lineup. He kept making mistakes with the pitchers. He wasn't letting his pitchers pitch past certain innings, and everyone, like, just obliterated him for it. And so you're kind of seeing that on the Toronto side where they're just making little mistakes with their decision-making. John Snyder, like, I didn't understand the thought process of, okay, you got one injured player, is Bo Bichette, so let's pinch run for him. Okay, I get that. But then you have Alejandro Kirk, your catcher, slow, very slow. He's a snail on the bases, don't get me wrong. Great hitter, but slow as a snail. But you pinch run for him for another catcher who's slow too. I'm like, it's like, yeah, he might be like 1 mile per hour faster, but like his bat is 10 times worse. It's like you're not really Like he wasn't even the game-winning run. He was on first. It wasn't even like he was on second with a chance to score. It was like so. That's kind of the pressure these managers have in these series when they're not used to it. That they kind of learn from, but it can still cost you games. I think Blue Jays are pretty smart when it comes to hitting and like fielding and everything. But when the pressure's on, it's like, can you make the right decision? And those instances were like panic, kind of like, oh, we're in Dodger Stadium. We got to steal this game no matter what. So I'm going to send the runner. I'm going to do all this. I don't think that he was even paying attention to like the outfielders who were throwing the ball into the infield. I think he was just like, this run's got to score. No matter what, we got to score. And the worst part about that, he didn't think, oh, by the way, the next batter is my best hitter, Vlad.
Max, that was the problem right there. He was up next.
So the inning ended,
that's crazy.
And Vladdy didn't hit.
Exactly.
And then he led off the next inning with no one on base. Like, that is the worst. Like, that's what I talk about with experience right there. It's like you didn't even think to be like, my best hitter is coming up. Maybe I should stop him. Because regardless, he got man on second and third. Even if that run scored, you still had another guy on base that also could have scored because Vladdy was coming up. So regardless, you could have stopped him and you still had the same chances of getting 2 runs with your best hitter. But no, you're like, I need this 1 run, so I'm going to send him and then get like, it was like by 15 feet. It wasn't
even close. I was like,
it wasn't even close. And the funny thing is, he was a pinch runner too, and he was slow. So I'm like, you took out another hitter of yours for another slow runner. It's like when you pinch run, you're usually doing it for a speedy guy. I was like, the decision making makes no sense. Like he's a worse bat, and maybe he's faster again by 1 mile per hour. But what difference does that really make on the base path?
And question, because on a pop fly, if somebody's on third on a pop fly, if it's in the air long enough, you can still score, right? Or no?
No, you got to catch it. It's got to be less than 2 outs, and then you can tag up and score. But it was 2 outs at that point.
Okay, so. Okay. I got you.
But the way Vladdy was hitting, he was literally like, I think he had 3 hits. I was like, at that point, he had 2 hits. So he had another hit in him. It's like, and regardless, go down with your best player. Like, don't make mistakes. And both teams made mistakes because you mentioned the Shohei getting thrown out. He was safe, and then he got off the base. You got Teo at third. He got thrown out by Vladdy. Vladdy made an amazing play. Shout out to him for that. Tommy Edman made another throw to third that got I'm trying to remember which one it was. I think it was like in the 9th inning or something where he saved the game. Barger hit a double down the line, and this was right.
I think that was a 9th.
Yeah, I think that's the play I showed my wife. It was a play where like it was a double play and like it was literally inches of like being safe.
Yeah,
and I showed my wife and she was
it was like anything you could ask for in this game. You had there's like great defensive plays. Pressure situations, managers making bad mistakes that eventually could have ended the game at any time. You had home runs, you had doubles, you had pitchers getting out of jams. But shout out my boy Will Klein, who I was saying like
called out
before the World Series. Like everyone was talking how bad the Dodgers bullpen is, and I was like, well, we got this young flamethrower that we're not using. He wasn't on the roster in the last series or the series before that. Yeah, he wasn't on the roster. And he was cut by 3 teams. And the last team that cut him was the Mariners that lost to the Blue Jays. So that probably hurt the Mariners right there. But the fact that you come into a situation where you never threw more than 30 pitches in a game in the MLB, and you're the last line of defense, and if it wasn't for him, Yoshi would have had to come out of the bullpen and had to do something legendary because you just threw 9 innings, a complete game, and now you're coming back out. His arm probably would have went dead, honestly. But Will Klein, 72 pitches, and that last strikeout, you can see the fire in his eyes. He said after the game, in the post game, he wanted to keep going. I think that was just adrenaline. I was like, bro, at some point, I understand where people say you got to save the players from themselves. Even I was like, yo, you cannot go back out there after that. I was like, it was a Herculean effort. He's young. He got drafted in like 2020, got cut by 3 teams, and to be on the biggest stage with one of the best lineups in baseball, and shut him out for 4 innings, 1 hit, 2 walks, got out of a jam in the last inning in the top of the 8th where they had second and third, striking out his final batter, and the fire he showed and the fire the team showed after that, I was like, oh, they're winning it this time. It got to a point where I know you guys, if you were watching, you felt the same way I felt, where we were just like, just let it end. Like, you're just bogged down. Like, again, I was locked into everything, but at the same time, you get to that point where you're just like, is this going to end?
Yeah.
And then I know the people in the stands were, and I know the people in the dugout were. When he got that last strikeout, it looked like the whole Dodger team woke up and said, oh, we're getting this, because they all jumped up after that strikeout. And I was like, that momentum alone, the fact that it gave us that extra charge, because it charged me up too when he did that. It's like, yeah, you can't lose this game.
Now, I would say only due to the timing, I was like, it just got to end. But it was one of those games where you said on your intro, you're watching it. If you don't even know baseball, I'm not watching baseball because you think it's boring. You can pick up on the intensity from the TV. It's just like, no, this game is serious. And as each inning kept ending, you just like, somebody, like you said, somebody has to win it. But again, because we do the show and you came on, and I was like, well, got a little bit of a rooting interest for the Dodgers. So I'm like, they got to close this out, right? I was like, because Luke can't come on here after that long game and be like, bro, last play, if he would have just held on to the ball. But they made when I'm talking about every play for both teams, I put it on threads. I was like, man, they fighting to the death. They was like, no, I'm going to win this game.
Yeah,
and
man.
I go to sleep, wake up, and find out that it was a homer. I was like, that's a perfect way to end it.
Like, I tell people, when you watch baseball, you can't watch it like basketball and football. Well, kind of like football, but not like basketball, where it's like action at every hockey, like every action, everything's moving. You got to watch it like you're watching chess or you're watching poker. Like, anything you do, like poker, in a way that you have to have a poker face as a pitcher, and you got to have a poker face as a hitter. And you can't let the moment be too big for you. You got to have that straight face. Don't let your emotions get the best of you. Chess, as in the decisions you make, can have a huge impact in this game. Like, the pitchers, when they pick a pitch, it's all a setup. People are like, oh, this pitcher keeps throwing balls. He's not throwing strikes. Sometimes he's doing that on purpose. He's like, oh, I'm going to throw like 2 balls to see if you chase. If you don't, I'm going to throw a strike here. Or I'm going to throw a strike here, and then I'm going to tunnel it, like say a straight fastball, and then I'm going to tunnel a changeup right underneath so they both look the same, and then you miss. And it, like, knowing all that and watching that game, I was in the mindset of these pitchers where, like, oh, where's he going to go here? Like, I was like navigating the game in my mind for both teams, where I'm like very invested in, like, what is your decision going to be here? Because any decision you make could end this game. So that's why I'm at the front of my seat. That's why I'm staring at my TV. That's why I'm as close as heck, because I was like, any little decision you make right now can end this thing for both teams. And that's where the intensity and the fun of it is, because it's like your heart's beating, because at any moment, once that ball leaves that pitcher's hand, over. Instantly over. And thankfully Freddie did it.
We gotta get BW. We gotta get Teddy and Lou on one episode, man.
Yeah.
We gotta do that ASAP. Under the World Series, looking at the schedule. Last game is, if there's a game 7, it'll be Saturday. So hopefully, sometime this weekend we'll get you and Teddy on, so y'all can y'all on BWT, so we can hear the baseball now. Let's go back and forth.
Hopefully, right. I'll be here with a win for the Dodgers win. That's all I gotta say.
That's gonna be an episode.
Got another one today. So.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. That long game. You played 2 games yesterday. Now you got to put in the game today.
Yeah, it was 2 full games. 9 innings. Oh man, that was ridiculous.
So any last words before you get off?
I appreciate you guys having me on. I appreciate what you guys do. Remember to like and subscribe to the video. These guys do a great job. I'm happy to be here, and I hope to talk some more with y'all.
That's good. Appreciate you. See
See you,
you
Lou.
See
with the
ya.
dub, right? We'll see you with the dub.
Yes, sir. Go Dodgers.
Over the trophy.
All right.
All right, cool. Whew.
Who we going? Man, nah,
That's
that game.
probably the most exciting baseball conversation I had in a long time.
'Cause the game got you feeling that way. Like, I wanted to throw out one more thing, and what's the name? As he was describing the sports, I was like, it reminds me of boxing just a little bit too, because it's like a good defensive fight though, where it can be boring to the common fan, but if you're a boxing fan, you're like, no, you're not understanding what's happening right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this could go 12, but one person mess up is night night.
Mm-hmm. And you don't want to miss. Like, it's that one thing that happened and you can miss. Oh, what happened? You on the ground. What happened? What happened?
Like, hey, I told you, I went to sleep, woke up, it was a homer. I was like, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I kept looking. I looked at the ending. I looked